Hello, my name is Becca Hatheway, and I work at the UCAR Center for Science Education. I'm going to give you some updates about the Globe Weather project that my teammates and I have worked on over the last year. First, for those of you who are unfamiliar with Globe Weather, here's a brief overview. Globe Weather is a free 5-week curriculum for middle school students. It uses a storyline approach as a way to sequence learning in a logical flow from beginning to end, connecting what students have just done in the curriculum to what they did before and what is coming next. We start the unit by focusing on a weather phenomenon that is surprising or interesting, but cannot be easily explained. In this case, we use a unique storm event, a large flood in Boulder, Colorado, as the anchoring phenomenon for the curriculum. Throughout the unit, students gain experience analyzing weather data and creating different types of models, including working models, consensus models, and tracking model ideas. Also throughout the Globe Weather curriculum, connections are made to the Globe program. This includes encouraging students to collect weather data using Globe protocols and incorporating data collected by Globe schools in many of the data analysis activities. The curriculum is aligned to the next generation science standards, helping meet a need across the country as more states and districts have adopted these standards or are aligning their standards to be very close to the NGSS. Since we published the curriculum in the spring of 2019, we have facilitated workshops and presentations at various conferences, and we've collaborated with several Globe partners to conduct 3-day workshops with teachers in their communities. Based on feedback we received both during these workshops and afterward as teachers began to implement the curriculum, we created additional tools and resources to make Globe Weather even more useful for middle school teachers and students. To make the curriculum more accessible to North American teachers, we have translated the entire Globe Weather curriculum into Spanish and French. You can access the PDFs directly from the Spanish or French landing pages, or navigate to the appropriate language using the top talk bubbles in the upper right corner of the main Globe Weather page. All of our simulations, such as Make a Thunderstorm seen here, have been translated into Spanish and French, and you can now easily select your preferred language on each simulation. The video about the Boulder flood has also been translated and has closed captions available in Spanish, French, and English. Audio transcripts are also available in these languages. Two of the most frequent requests we received were for teacher answer keys and digital student activity sheets. Teachers requested answer keys so they could feel confident in the detailed information students are asked to provide in their work, including data analysis and modeling activities. So we put together a document that contains responses to all of the questions and prompts in the student activity sheets, and you can see an example of one of these keys on the right side of the slide. The curriculum is available as freely downloadable PDFs, including both teacher instructions and student activity sheets. We learned from teachers who use Google Classroom that it would be helpful to have interactive digital versions of the student activity sheets. So we created interactive versions of the student sheets that are compatible with online learning and one-to-one schools. As the UCAR team was sharing the curriculum at various workshops and conferences across the country, we quickly realized that everyone's experience in teaching weather and/or NGSS was different. So we added an additional resource page with helpful links and strategies. This includes strategies we shared in the Globe Weather teacher workshops, including how to facilitate productive talk with students and our weather misconceptions icebreaker activity. We also updated our Science Talk videos to provide teachers with background information about the science concepts they need to understand in order to teach the curriculum. While the Colorado flood event used in Globe Weather is a great anchoring phenomenon, students may also benefit from learning from weather events in their local area. To help teachers customize parts of the curriculum to their local area, we created a page with tips for finding historical weather events, local weather data, and more. Once the pandemic forced schools to close in spring 2020, teachers using Globe Weather reached out to us to ask for assistance in using the curriculum with virtual learning. We created a web page with tips for adapting activities for at-home learning, highlighting portions of the curriculum that are particularly well suited to the virtual environment. In the last several years, we have developed a community of middle school teachers who are using Globe Weather, and many of these teachers have joined the Globe Weather Facebook group. This forum is a great place for teachers to share successes and challenges with each other, or to ask for assistance while they're teaching their students about weather. I invite you all to join this group and to engage with this community. Between now and the spring of 2021, when the funding period for this project ends, we have a few remaining things planned. We'll be creating teacher training videos that teachers can access at any time, taking away the need for teachers to attend in-person workshops in order to prepare to teach the curriculum. A new professional development section of the Globe Weather website is in the works, which will help pull together many of the resources I have shared here, putting them in one place to make them even more accessible to teachers. Since in-person workshops aren't possible right now, we hope these new PD resources will support teachers in implementing Globe Weather with their students. Thank you for your time today. I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have, and I look forward to talking with you about this project if you'd like to learn more.